is Kayla and Sherman with Tactical Response, and I did not know much about ballistics gel, and Defiant sent us some ammo and some ballistics gel, and I thought, who better to ask than Dr. Sherman House, because you kind of know your way around some.
Yeah, I've done a bit of experimentation and testing with it in the past, and I think that it's provides valuable data. Of course, it's not a, you know, one-shot solution,
right,
if you will, but it does provide some valuable data for people like us to be able to determine the relative penetration and expansion capabilities of the ammunition that we choose to carry in our personal protection firearms. So, you know, the trap that people fall into is they think that the FBI's criteria for 12 to 18 inches of penetration means that that round, if you fire that into a person, is also going to do 12 to 18 inches. But as you know, unlike that block of Jell-O over there, you know, humans are not homogeneous in their construction.
No, we have organs and bones.
Yeah, and you know, some of us have more tissue of different types up front. Yeah.
Or the back.
Or the back. So, you know, all of that varies in consistency. So this gives you kind of a relative idea in the gel to be able to compare to other gel. And so the 4 layers of denim test is kind of the standard for what they call the heavy clothing barrier. And then that allows you to compare it if rounds are fired through a heavy clothing barrier to other people's results and kind of get a rough idea. But of course, it's always going to be comparative and not exact. But for us, and in my experience, I've shot rounds into a block with 4 layers of denim and had it go all the way out the back or go through, you know, go into a second block. Mm-hmm. And then I've shot a pig with it the same day and then done a little autopsy on the pig afterwards, and the round's gone about 10 inches.
Okay.
So, you know, pigs have a really tough hide. It's obviously much more different than a human hide, but it kind of tells you that the results that we see in the lab testing or in, you know, this type of testing versus real life performance, there's going to be some variance.
Right.
But this is sort of like the baseline that you'd use for comparison. So 4 layers of denim, 12 to 18 inches of penetration, and that's what we're looking for.
So we are going to start with the 9mm Defiant hollow point. It is the 115 grain, and since that's what we carry every day, that's what we're going to start with.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool, let's do it.
So any tips and tricks for people who are
doing this on their own?
Setting this up at home.
Yeah, I would say, like, you know, line up your trajectory and then kind of give yourself, you know, an aim point about where you want it to go in the block. So, you know, I'm going to try and put it right about there.
Okay.
And you know, make sure that you're sending it down the long axis of the block. Some people like to cut 4 layers of denim and then, you know, tack it or safety pin it to the gel. I just like laying the pants over because it'll, you know, allow it to get penetration and end up with material in the gel. But if you drape the butt of the pants over the end, then it'll catch what comes out too if it over penetrates. Yeah. So, and in real life, if you look at that and kind of determine what does that look like in the real world, is, you know, you're gonna go through denim to get to the target, but then it's gonna exit, and a lot of times it's not uncommon, as you know, you log roll somebody and there's the bullet right there, or it's like stuck in the tissue of their shoulder blade or in their shirt or in their jacket. So we'll see if that happens.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Cool. I'm guessing that's about 13, 14 inches. So if we go from here to here. Yep, that's 13 and a half right there.
Okay.
And, you know, looking at this, you can see it dragged a little bit of material from the denim in right here, and then opened relatively quickly, you know, probably in the first 3-4 inches of penetration, and then continued to turn sideways, and it's fully expanded. It's perfect, like nice petals, and it's all there. So
I love hollow point ammo when it opens because it looks like a flower. And
it
I
really
think
does.
It's pretty.
Yeah, yeah. So cool. So we'll do the other rounds and then we'll pluck them out and do a little gel autopsy.
Yes. So 223.
Yep, let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right. Wow, look at that. Came really close to
Oh, wow. Yes, it did.
coming out the side.
On to the 7.62.
Nice.
Hey!
Hot dog. Look at that.
Oh my God!
All right. Oh, look at this. It's in the pants.
Yes, it is.
There it is.
There we go. Oh,
Wow.
the wind is like. But we found it in the pants. 223 again because we think that it might have went out
Might
the
have gone through the side, so we're gonna.
instead of going straight through.
Yeah, we'll center it a little. And by we, I mean I. I'll center it a little better here this time. So.
Look,
Okay, good.
that's what happened. It
Yeah.
went out the side last time.
Yep. So that is. Let's see.
15?
15.
15 inches.
15 on the 223, and then 20 plus on the AK, but arrested in the pants. So, and then look at that, Kayla. There's a big piece.
I know.
that busted off
I
at
loved
13. So there's
That
one.
is the way to do it.
And
Dr.
then-
Sherman House for the win, guys.
Well, you know, I do this for a living.
If you need to get bullets out of gel, forceps. So this is how pretty the 9mm Defiant ammunition opened up, like the hollow
Yeah.
point opened up.
That's uniform expansion for sure. It's
Oh yeah.
pretty symmetrical. Probably close to the diameter of a quarter, so approaching 75 caliber most likely.
And then this is the piece of the 223 round that we fired the second time, because the first time we didn't realize it had come out the side of the gel. So we wanted to give them like a fair shake and see how far it went when it stayed where it was supposed to. And then some shrapnel. And then the
Big Mama.
Big Mama, my favorite. This is the
7.62.
AK-47 7.62 by 39 round that we shot out of my Occam.
Yeah, and like we said, this, you know, actually went the whole 20 inches.
Yep.
And then we recovered it in the seat of my pants. So it didn't go through the denim on the backside, just went through 2 layers and then just fell out of the pants when we turned them over. So
Yep.
I'd say that's good performance across the board
For sure.
for Defiant, and I'm sure that Pete Jr. can be proud of the legacy of his father's performance and all the way through today. So good stuff.
Yep. That's awesome. And then like the cavities on there, it's so like.
It's impressive.
It is. They told him it looked like a jellyfish because you can see
Where it
the
turned.
spiral
Yeah.
going into the gelatin.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to fish those out of there or treat those in real life.
no.
So, cool.
Okay guys, that was it. The 9mm hollow point opened up beautifully like a flower. How much penetration did we get on that one? 13 and a half?
13 and a half, yep.
You saw the first 223 round, it went out the side, so it wasn't a fair gauge. We fired a second one, and we got 15 inches on the second one, and this was what was left of that one. And then the 7.62 by 39 out of the Occam, the whole 20 inches plus, we found it in the denim.
Yep. 2
So,
layers of denim on the
yep.
exit, so.
Top performing ammo right here. We really appreciate Defiant sending us some out to where we could do this test for you guys. If you haven't yet, go check them out. There is a discount code. You filter back through the YouTube videos. We'll post it up under here. You get 15% off for the rest of the month of March. 15% off. All right, guys, I'll let you close it.
All right, this is Kayla and Sherman House from Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.
Because we got the whole 20+ inches on that one.
That's what she said.